The Philadelphia Eagles are facing a challenging stretch this season, and it's hard not to feel the tension when you look at their recent performances. They come off a three-game losing streak, and the conversations among fans and analysts alike are dominated by comparisons to last year, with fears that another dramatic collapse might be looming. There's no denying that there are problems on both sides of the ball, whether it's questionable decisions in play calling or inconsistent execution from the players themselves. Monday's loss to the Chargers is a perfect example of this, where the biggest factors seem to be the team not performing to its potential. Jalen Hurts, widely regarded as a cornerstone of the franchise, had one of the worst games of his career, struggling to find rhythm and control under pressure. Meanwhile, A.J. Brown dropped passes at critical moments, penalties piled up, and the Eagles' offense couldn't convert opportunities into points, leaving fans frustrated and anxious about the path forward. Yet, even in the middle of this rough patch, the Eagles are far from being out of contention. At 8 wins and 5 losses, they are still holding a lead in the NFC East by a game and a half. The remaining schedule, although not without challenges, offers a chance for recovery and redemption. This week, they face the Raiders, a team currently sitting at 2 wins and 1 loss, providing a prime opportunity for the Eagles to reclaim momentum. Following that matchup, the schedule appears favorable with a game against the Commanders, who have been struggling all season with a current losing streak of 8 games. Of course, the Bills present a tougher challenge down the line, but the Eagles conclude the season against Washington again, which could give them another chance to secure the division title if they perform consistently. The Commander situation is further complicated by the injury to Jayden Daniels, who re-injured his left elbow recently. With their season effectively over, Washington has no reason to rush Daniels back, meaning the Eagles might face a team that's not at full strength in these crucial games. In addition to these circumstances, the Eagles have suffered significant setbacks with injuries to key players, including former team star Jalen Hurts, whose leg injury against the Vikings could potentially be career-altering given its severity. It's a heartbreaking development, reminding fans that the physical toll of football can be unpredictable and devastating. For the Eagles, it emphasizes the importance of staying focused and taking advantage of every opportunity to secure wins in the games ahead. Despite these challenges, there are glimpses of hope and bright spots that deserve attention. Practices and preseason footage show Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown interacting well, smiling, and displaying chemistry that might not be obvious from the outside. This indicates that the reported tension between them is likely overblown and that their relationship remains strong, which is critical for team morale and offensive cohesion. Having a quarterback and a wide receiver on the same page can be a difference-maker in tight games, and any sign of stability in their dynamic is a positive takeaway for fans. Speaking of stability, Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni has been clear about his confidence in Hurts, directly addressing media speculation about a potential benching in favor of Tanner McKee. The idea of replacing Hurts, a Super Bowl MVP and proven franchise quarterback, with a younger, less experienced player is not only premature, but completely unfounded. Sirianni emphasized that the Eagles are a team, and victories and losses are never the responsibility of one player alone. His unwavering support highlights the organization's commitment to trusting its leadership on the field, even during rough patches. For fans, this reassurance is crucial, reinforcing that the team believes in its core pieces and is not looking to make reactionary decisions based on a few bad games. Looking at the offense more broadly, while there are undoubtedly areas for improvement in play calling and scheme design, it's clear that execution has been the biggest limiting factor recently. The Chargers game showcased moments where the offense moved the ball effectively, especially in running plays, but turnovers and failed conversions ultimately undermined their efforts. Coach Sirianni himself acknowledged that there were positives to take from the game, noting that the team continued to progress in the right direction even if the results weren't there yet. Plays under center worked well, short yardage situations were executed efficiently, and the running game had bright moments, particularly with Saquon Barkley breaking off significant runs. These flashes of competence hint at what the offense is capable of if the players can consistently execute. Another key factor for the Eagles' potential turnaround is the possible return of right tackle Lane Johnson. Missing the last 3 games due to a Lisfranc injury, Johnson's presence on the field has historically correlated with the team's success. The Eagles have an exceptional winning record when he plays, which underscores just how important he is to both the offensive line and the overall performance of the team. If Johnson can return for the upcoming game against the Raiders, it could provide a much-needed boost, particularly in protecting Hurts and stabilizing the run game. Conversely, his absence could continue to be a major obstacle, making his recovery and game readiness one of the most closely watched developments of the week. Special teams have also offered a glimpse of optimism, with players like Britton Covey shining as a punt returner. Covey's speed, vision, and playmaking ability have added energy and excitement to the Eagles' special teams unit, giving them a spark that was noticeably absent earlier in the season. Similarly, Quinnen Mitchell has emerged as one of the most reliable cornerbacks in the league this year, with exceptional statistics in pass defense and coverage that position him as a potential All-Pro candidate. On the defensive line, edge rusher Jax Hunt has continued to impress with consistent pressure, sacks, and big plays, showing that the Eagles have young talent stepping up and making an impact. These individual performances provide hope that, even amid adversity, the team has building blocks to compete at a high level. As the Eagles look toward the next game, the balance between addressing weaknesses and leveraging strengths becomes increasingly critical. Execution, player health, and maintaining team morale will all play pivotal roles in determining whether they can bounce back and reclaim momentum in the NFC East. While recent struggles have tested the patience of fans and the resilience of the team, there's still paths forward, opportunities to capitalize on favorable matchups, and moments where talent and preparation can translate into wins. Every decision, every play, and every performance in the coming weeks will contribute to whether this season ends in disappointment or a resurgence that reminds everyone why the Eagles remain one of the most compelling teams to watch in the NFL today. Looking ahead, the Eagles' path to finishing the season strong depends heavily on maintaining momentum and capitalizing on favorable matchups. The upcoming game against the Raiders is critical, not just because of their record, but because it offers a chance for the team to reset and establish confidence after the rough stretch. With 4 games remaining, every opportunity to secure a win is invaluable, and this week presents a perfect scenario for the Eagles to demonstrate their resilience. Lane Johnson's potential return adds even more weight to the situation. Historically, Johnson has been a cornerstone of the offensive line, providing stability and leadership that directly correlates to team success. His ability to protect Jalen Hurts and create running lanes has been pivotal in high-pressure situations, and the team will need him operating at full capacity to maximize their chances. If Johnson can take the field against the Raiders, it's not just a physical boost, it's a psychological one as well, signaling to both teammates and fans that the Eagles are ready to fight back. On the offensive side, while Jalen Hurts has faced criticism recently, it's important to consider his overall track record. As a Super Bowl MVP and the consistent leader of this franchise, Hurts has proven time and again that he can deliver in critical moments. While it's fair to acknowledge that his performance against the Chargers was subpar, it's equally important to recognize that a single game does not define his season or his ability to lead. In fact, part of the Eagles' challenge is ensuring that the entire offense executes at a level that complements Hurts' talents. A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, and the receiving core all have the capability to make game-changing plays, but consistency is key. Drops, penalties, and miscommunications have undermined potential scoring opportunities, and correcting these issues could turn narrow losses into decisive wins. The chemistry between Hurts and his teammates is still evident, and it's clear from practice footage and press interactions that morale remains intact, which is essential for bouncing back in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, the defense has been a source of optimism, with standout performances from players like Quinnen Mitchell and Jax Hunt. Mitchell's ability to cover tight windows, limit completions, and prevent explosive plays has been crucial in keeping the Eagles competitive, even when the offense struggles. His metrics, ranging from catch rate allowed to passer rating against, highlight his dominance and consistency, and he continues to emerge as a cornerstone of the secondary. Jax Hunt's development as an edge rusher has also been remarkable. Over his last several games, Hunt has delivered sacks, quarterback pressures, interceptions, and forced fumbles, demonstrating versatility and playmaking ability that can shift momentum in critical situations. The combination of a solid pass defense and disruptive pressure on the quarterback gives the Eagles a chance to control games, provided the offense can sustain drives and convert opportunities into points. Special teams have also played an unexpectedly pivotal role in energizing the Eagles. Britton Covey, in particular, has provided a spark as a punt returner, consistently making significant yardage gains and offering a dynamic threat that can change field position in an instant. His presence has reinvigorated a unit that was previously considered a weak link, showing that even small improvements in specific areas can have a meaningful impact on overall team performance. Covey's vision, speed, and decision-making highlight the importance of depth and player versatility, and his emergence as a reliable playmaker is one of the season's positive surprises. The narrative surrounding the Eagles has been dominated by questions, speculation, and criticism, but it's worth noting that the team has the components necessary to overcome adversity. Injuries, inconsistent execution, and a demanding schedule have created challenges, yet the underlying talent and leadership remain intact. Nick Sirianni's approach, emphasizing team cohesion and trust in key players like Hurts, reflects a commitment to stability rather than reactionary decisions. Maintaining that perspective is critical as the season progresses, particularly as the Eagles navigate games against teams with varying strengths and weaknesses. A calculated approach, combined with improved execution on both sides of the ball, could position the Eagles for a strong finish and a secure path to the playoffs. One of the critical factors moving forward is the offensive line, which will need to perform at a high level to maximize the team's chances. Protecting Hurts and opening running lanes for Barkley and other backs will require precision, communication, and a collective effort. Any misstep can lead to stalled drives, turnovers, or injuries, which could derail the Eagles' playoff hopes. With Lane Johnson potentially returning, the line regains a key leader who has consistently demonstrated the ability to elevate the entire unit's performance. His presence could also allow younger players to gain confidence and improve execution, reinforcing the idea that experience and leadership are invaluable in high-stakes situations. Beyond the line, the receiving core and tight ends must also step up. Drops and misreads have contributed to stalled drives, and consistent execution will be necessary to complement Hurts' passing abilities. A.J. Brown remains a dynamic threat capable of changing games with a single catch, and his relationship with Hurts will be critical for sustaining drives and creating scoring opportunities. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley's effectiveness in the running game can relieve pressure on the passing game, control the clock, and keep opposing defenses off balance. Coordinated offensive execution, combined with strategic play calling that leverages the team's strengths, will be crucial in navigating the remaining schedule. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL and left fans across the country in disbelief, the Philadelphia Eagles are reportedly closing in on an audacious signing that could redefine the team's trajectory. Sources whisper that the Eagles have set their sights on none other than Buffalo Bills standout Josh Allen, a quarterback whose arm strength and playmaking ability have made him one of the league's most electrifying talents. While official channels remain tight-lipped, insiders hint that discussions are in advanced stages, and the mere suggestion of Allen in green and white has sparked a frenzy on social media and sports talk shows alike. The rumor alone has ignited speculation about the Eagles' long-term strategy, suggesting a bold gamble that could either pay off spectacularly or backfire under the unforgiving glare of expectation. Analysts are already dissecting what this potential acquisition would mean for the team's roster, salary cap, and offensive identity. Some envision a dynamic pairing with the Eagles' existing core, imagining a franchise energized by a quarterback capable of launching deep strikes while orchestrating intricate plays in high-pressure moments. Others warn of the challenges inherent in integrating such a high-profile talent into a system accustomed to a different rhythm and leadership style. Meanwhile, fans are torn between excitement and skepticism. Merchandise sales are rumored to be surging in anticipation, with jerseys emblazoned with Allen's name appearing on online marketplaces even before any confirmation. Conversations at tailgates and sports bars echo with what-ifs, and the possibility of Allen donning Eagles colors has become the hottest topic in football circles. Social media platforms are ablaze with speculation, from mock drafts to fantasy football discussions, and even rival teams are reportedly watching developments with keen interest, aware that such a move could shift the balance of power in the NFC. Though no official announcement has been made, the rumor alone is enough to dominate headlines and fuel endless debate. Whether this will become the blockbuster trade of the decade or simply another tantalizing, almost moment in NFL history remains uncertain. For now, one thing is clear. The mere notion of Josh Allen heading to Philadelphia has electrified the nation, ensuring that the Eagles are at the center of every football conversation and that the buzz surrounding this potential signing will not fade anytime soon. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.